Hello traders, welcome to today's video. A bit of a different background and intro on these. I'm going to be trying them for a while, just see if it helps with engagement and stuff. That you can see my face all big. I don't know if it's useful or not. But anyway, it is the 30th of April, the last day of April, the last day of the month. Can Bitcoin save the monthly chart today, or are we going to get a big dump that ends up in a big engulfing candle? We're going to be covering that. And we're going to be having a look at, of course, local Bitcoin price action. There's a couple of trades going on. Of course, we've had a massive dump this morning, so we will be taking a look at that. And also, going to be having a look at the NASDAQ because we are in a trade right now on the NASDAQ that we took this morning in our London trading room with the crew. So I'm going to be sharing that with you guys today. If you are new here, please do hit the like button, hit subscribe. Even if you're not new here, hit the like button anyway. Retweet this if you're watching it on Twitter. And if you would like to support the channel, then please scan that QR code-y thing right there. Okay, if you want to trade on WooX, which is the exchange that I'm currently using to trade. Really great exchange. The code there will give you a 50% rebate on all of your fees, and that is pretty much exclusive to us within Taurus. So if you want cheap fees, then check that out. But anyway, let's get into the price action. And it's been a bit of a dumpy. Okay, so we had the trade yesterday. We were actually looking at the long position and was the target for this was from down here. I've removed this because we did just do our trading room earlier. But the trade essentially was this, right? Okay, we were looking at the sweep into the single prints, and we were looking for a move up to take out these highs here. Now, obviously, this hit a take profit 1 because we took liquidity and we came into the previous week POC. Unfortunately for myself, though, it happened overnight. I didn't have limit orders set, so I did not take profit. And we have come all the way back down and ran that trade back into what is another loss at the moment here. So stopped out again, essentially. But it's just very, very typical of the market. Okay, so the trade idea was good. It played out. But you're just not getting real opportunities for any kind of continuation in either direction at the moment. I'm not feeling bearish on this low. I'm not feeling like we're looking at a massive breakdown. We've literally just come and taken out the Monday lows. And this is very much basically done what the NASDAQ was doing this morning. The NASDAQ had a bit of a drop. And essentially, when we woke up earlier, we were holding this weekly open and anchored VWAP, weekly VWAP, okay? As soon as that was lost, it's all over from that point, okay? You cannot lose support like this. Once you get a move up that's taken out the highs, you need to be holding that weekly open as support in order to get continuation higher. As soon as that didn't happen and we lost that and the VWAP started trending down, it was all over, and it was almost inevitable that we were going to come down and take out these lows. Okay, so we traded this together in the London trading room with the crew, like I say. So as soon as we did see that weekly open lost, it was a case of get out of those long positions, reduce that risk there, and then eventually led to the trade idea after hitting take profit 1, hitting what would have been the invalidation for that trade. But nothing too bad. I mean, we're still just hanging out here. It is the last day of the month. Okay, we're looking at options expiry today and stuff as well, quite potentially. And also this is the monthly level that we have to be really, really aware of. And the narrative here on the bigger picture, if we just go to a cleaner chart here, is what we don't want to see is a bearish engulfing candle after getting the highest monthly close of all time here on Bitcoin. All right, that monthly close that took us above the all-time highs. A bearish engulfing candle here would just be a little bit nasty. So we're there or thereabouts. I think it's fairly likely that we do get a test down into that, and maybe around about midnight tonight, we're hanging out around there. But overall, I'm not seeing this as being really bearish or anything too scary looking on the chart. This is actually, here we go. So this shows the trade from how it was when we took it yesterday. We were looking for this move up, hit that take profit 1, but then getting stopped on the rest there. So we'll remove that. And then what you can see here is that all important monthly level. So yeah, overall higher time frames. Okay. I'm still looking at this as a overall consolidation. I'm not feeling bearish. I think all you've got to do now in order to make some really good money and to be able to multiply your gains later on in the year is just not take unnecessary losses. And the market, whilst it's choppy like this, okay, is very easy to take unnecessary losses. So we've just got to avoid that at this stage and look after capital, preserve capital, and deploy capital into the projects where you think that there are good opportunities. If we take a look here at the order flow, like I say, we were watching this all as it happened on the way down. And yeah, it was just heavy selling from Binance, basically, completely from Binance. You can see open interest rising on the move down. We dipped into that negative funding. Okay, so we had like quite high negative funding when it was starting to get to the lows. Now negative funding did pay out over that time, and we're still in that negative funding environment now. A lot of liquidations, so price moving down, CVD moving down with open interest moving down. It was that aggressive move that we saw. But that's subsided. Okay, you can see open interest is flatlined here. We've got Delta starting to point back up in the right direction. And of course, we are looking at this as basically, at the moment, it's perps leading. We've got to see the spot bid start to come back in. But overall, not looking like it's the aggressive move that we've seen so far looks to have slowed somewhat. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't see lower prices, but from what I've seen so far, we're not looking at like another massive capitulation day unless this gets a lot more aggressive. Something else I really wanted to share with you is just the how we've seen a consistent spot premium. Okay, over the past couple of weeks. Now, this is very much the same when we had that capitulation that came down to 38K. And then we had the bounce, and then we had a consolidation. A lot of people were shorting within this area, still expecting this to be a bit more of like an ABCD correction, taking us back down below that 30K area. It never happened. Okay, shorts got squeezed out after that continuous spot premium. And we're seeing very similar situation today. So from my perspective, I'm happy with like the lows that we have already put in. And we're just looking at this as just being a consolidation, just choppiness, shake a lot of people out of the market, make everyone lose their money before the nice, easy times start up again. So yeah, that really is Bitcoin. Whoa, that's going back onto the wrong screen again. I wanted to look at Ethereum as well, because obviously the Ethereum long idea from yesterday was a similar situation. Came up here, was able to get take profit one, and then we've come back down towards the lows. Now we're currently at range value area low. All right, so if we're looking at this whole range, we're at the value area low of this range, and we're at that golden pocket area right now. So once again, nothing too scary at this stage. And if we look at the BTC pair, we can see that I had the big move up over the weekend, ETH BTC getting that move up over the weekend, and has just fully retraced all of that and come back down into what you would consider a decent area of value for the ETH BTC pair once again here. So yeah, within crypto, like not nice obviously to wake up to a lot of red for a lot of you guys, but I'm not seeing anything that looks particularly like we're going to go through another like mass capitulation 30% drop kind of thing at this stage. This looks like just more chop right now, and with it being the monthly close, okay, just keep an eye on that monthly level. Do we engulf? Do we not engulf? Does it save the monthly candle? Whatever, it's going to be a big thing that a lot of people are looking at. The final thing that I want to share with you is on the NASDAQ. So we managed to catch a really nice long here on the NASDAQ once again during the trading room this morning with the crew. So if you are interested in joining the crew, then you can sign up. If we open up over here, if you go to toroscrypto.com, then you can join the crew. You can click on the link at toroscrypto.com. The links are in the description below. You can join the crew, and not only are we trading crypto, but we are also trading the legacy markets as well. So we managed to catch this really nice long trade. If we go over here, I think I can just pull this up, and you can see currently in the trade, I had 2 contracts running on this. I've taken profit on one of them, but yeah, we're there with like $500 profit still remaining, and essentially looking for this to come up to the London highs. All right, that's why I've got my magnet here. So what we were looking at from this was the sweep of the Asia lows. Okay, and then you had 3 spikes down. All right, a couple of stop runs. So you sweep the Asia lows, stops, you flip that, and then change your market structure, hitting that take profit 1 here. All right, coming back down. Where did this come back down into? All right, it's the same kind of thing that we do with crypto. Nice area of support, right? And now we're seeing this continuation. We've actually just taken out another local high here. So if I hadn't already taken profit, this would have been a TP2. But I think for myself, I do want to see this come up and take out those London highs. And if it can do that, then we even have the Asia highs up here that could then be taken. So yeah, really nice trade on the NQ. Like I say, we do trade the NASDAQ on a daily basis. We are trading this all the time. So if you are interested in trading that, then do go and check out the crew. There's a couple of altcoin trades that I maybe wanted to share. The first one is one that I shared on Twitter, which is JTO has actually been holding up really well through this whole move down. So I'm essentially trading like 4-hour time frame on the altcoins. I'm not concerned by the chop. All right, the chop does not mean anything to me, but the fact that this right now, JTO up on the day whilst everything else is down, does show that this is a sign of strength. I've had my first orders hit on this. I was going long from around about that $3 to $3.20 area where this POC is, and we also have this OB, and we're just running just below that anchored VWAP, all looking okay here. Now, if this does go lower, I am looking at scale bids on this at, once again, I want to go in on a little bit bigger size if we do come down to $2.80, invalidation essentially being at these lows down here. So that's what we want to see, like, not taken. All right, we don't want to see those lows taken, but so far this trade itself is looking good, and the entry is still very much valid. So if you're looking at something that's showing a little bit of strength within this market, all right, you look at the 4-hour here, it's looking pretty good. We just got to like get back above that anchored VWAP again, get back above that POC again, and I do think that we can see move up towards the highs, $4.20, $5.30, if of course the market can turn around. So that is one particular asset showing a decent amount of strength. And then if we do look at WUSDT wormhole, this is the other trade that I am currently in. Okay, so I've been scaling into this below that 60 cents area. So I am in this long position currently, and what we've just seen today is a similar situation. Okay, we've just run below lows, coming back in, fill out imbalances, and if this can reclaim into here, then this almost sets up as another long opportunity with invalidation down here, and we'd be looking for those highs. So the great thing about this, you can go for these swing trades, but you can also get these little scalps in between that can just help to compound on the way. So yeah, we've done 12 minutes of talking. Let's see how it goes with Bitcoin. It's just choppy. Price action is the worst I've seen in a very, very long time, possibly ever. And yeah, for me, it's just a case of take the good trades where there are good trades. There's a few alts that are offering good opportunities. I'm still in the short position, by the way, on Bitcoin and on Ethereum, but yeah, NASDAQ altcoins are where there's probably better opportunities if you do want to be looking for moves up. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to wrap it up there. Have a great day, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.